In 2010, I was seriously sexually assaulted by a man. I reported this to the police and told them it was like a nightmare. In doing so, and due to the fact that I'd had a drink, I felt like the police didn't believe me. They kept reminding me how hard it was to take this kind of thing to court, and within a matter of hours, they'd already closed the investigation. I told some close friends about what had happened to me, but otherwise I buried it. And whenever any conversations about sexual assault came up, it was highly triggering. It wasn't until Me Too movement happened that I felt empowered to speak about it as other women had done so. So I decided to share my own experience online in the hope of protecting other women who might have been in contact with this particular man. The man started telling anyone who would share my post that they would also be getting sued for libel. I decided to reopen the case with the police. I really didn't want to because I'd been failed in the past by the police, but I thought it was important that I get the man investigated once and for all. The police admitted that there had been multiple failings in the investigation the first time round. They were more helpful this time round because they now have a rape investigation unit, which they didn't have in 2010. But ultimately, they were unable to get the CCTV because so much time had passed. He reported me to the police for malicious communication and harassment. So then it turned around that I was being made to feel like the criminal. And then he sued me for defamation. I found the experience of being sued for defamation completely re-traumatizing. You don't decide to be sued and you can't stop it. But I've been left reliving the worst experience of my life for the past 2 years. It's been extremely difficult finding legal help throughout this. For the first year, I was my own lawyer, and it's completely taken over my life. It doesn't matter how much research you do or how informed you are, defamation law is extremely complex to try and navigate alone. I was fortunate enough to find a solicitor to help, but finding the funding for the case has been near impossible. Despite the fact that more women are reporting sexual offences than ever before, the conviction rates remain disgustingly low. There are failures at every level of the justice system. From reporting to the police to what happens at court, we're met with closed doors. Being sued for defamation is terrifying, and like a lot of other women in my position, I've felt like at times that I just wanted it all to go away. But that's exactly what the perpetrators rely on. More importantly, women shouldn't be afraid to speak up about sexual assault because of the fear of being sued. Powerful men are exploiting the law and trying to silence us, and it must stop. I'm looking for funding to help with my legal trial, which is happening next month. I didn't choose this, and I'm scared. And this whole thing has been almost as traumatizing as the actual assault. I need legal help to fight my case.